Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, your shortcut for all things random and pop culture in the world. I'm your host Mick, and I'm joined by
Jesse Bich.
Landon Browning.
Welcome to the show.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah, the date. What's the date?
July
21st, 2019.
I can't believe
Why do I forget that every
we
single
just
time?
talked
Every
about
time.
it before, like we officially started.
I-
Like, oh, it's
I have like a
date.
5-second memory.
I gotta remember it.
It's pretty bad.
What day is it?
I mean, Dave posted on the show,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost funnier to leave it out just to annoy
is, right?
Dave,
Yeah.
because like he's such a stickler about
It's
everything.
in the show details at the bottom part.
Yeah, it's totally
fine.
fine. I don't know. I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we forget the date?
Nothing. There's no
Exactly.
there's literally no consequences for leaving it out.
You know what? It's not the 21st of July.
It's not.
It's no date.
No date.
Date doesn't exist
Yep.
today.
Just three guys in a snowy cabin somewhere.
We've
in the
lost
north.
all track of time.
Yeah.
It's actually
Cabin
nice and cool
fever.
in here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Nice
you
and cool.
so
Yep,
much,
you know,
Landon,
I was able
for
to
getting an AC unit.
I was able to cobble together
Oh,
some
man.
money, calling a couple favors.
Freaking finally.
And yeah, I got an AC unit, so it actually does feel good.
It feels really
It's
good.
only been running for a couple hours too, and it seems to have cooled a decent amount of the apartment.
Yeah.
I can feel somewhat of a breeze from the staged fan that we set up in the middle to carry some of the
Yeah.
cold air.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Feels great. I'm proud
you
of
know,
you.
that's what I do for my friends. I take care of you guys. So,
I appreciate it.
yeah,
You supply the apartment, you supply the AC.
the AC,
You supplied the coffee today.
coffee.
Which I don't
drinks.
what kind of creamer was that?
It's like a caramel.
Dude, it's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I make a mean cup of coffee. You know, it's one of my skills.
The mic picked that up so hard.
Oh yeah. It was intentional.
Right in the mic.
It was deliberate. So this week, quite a few things have been going on, especially with Comic-Con. You guys want to talk about Comic-Con?
Yes, Mick.
All right.
What was everybody's favorite thing? I haven't watched too much. stuff.
Okay, first of all, is Comic-Con over?
I have not. I just see like highlights.
I do too, yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple trailers and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like there's been just a lot of stuff, though, that's been released. They released a new Watchmen trailer.
That looks good. We just watched it right before we recorded, and it looked. I was kind of confused by some of it. How it was cut together seemed kind of. I don't know. It was like a lot of information.
Yeah,
it seemed kind of like a long trailer
Yeah,
that didn't really
I'm
explain
curious.
too much.
Have they actually come out and said when it takes place?
I'm not sure. It's at some point after the storyline of the original one, because they
Right.
reference like spoilers for Watchmen, that, like Mr. Matt or Dr. Manhattan.
Story
or
came
whatever
out like
is-
the late 80s.
Yeah, like that he's not there.
Spoilers.
So, but it showed in the end of the trailer that he's back. Like at least that's how I took it. There's like the blue
That
hand,
kind of seemed like that was him. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
So is Jeremy Irons? Is he playing Ozymandias then?
I'm not sure.
The really rich dude who does all the stuff to make spoilers. Where he makes all the world come together and fight the one
Yeah,
bad thing.
he
I'm doing a
must-
terrible job at
he-
like
yeah. Well, you're like
explaining
trying
the
to
end
like
of
dance
Watchmen.
around the spoilers. Like you should just watch Watchmen.
Watch the Watchmen.
Watch.
Who
watch.
watches the Watchmen?
I still need to read the graphic novel.
but-
I've got it like sitting.
I literally just
It's,
saw it sitting at
where was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like right
it's
over
out
there?
by my.
No,
No, it's by my TV, by my PS4.
We'll go read it
Yeah,
right now.
it's a really good
that's what I've
graphic
heard
novel.
from
It's awesome.
everybody.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yep.
Marvel, they released I think their whole Phase 4 schedule.
I did not see that.
Let's see. They pull up a picture here. So they announced the Black Widow movie officially. A bunch of it was TV shows for the Disney Plus.
Oh
thing.
boy.
So the first one is the Falcon and Winter Soldier, which I don't know. I don't really care about that. The Eternals. Do you guys
What's
know?
that one?
The Eternals is like It's like a otherworldly, godly comic series.
Oh, okay.
I think Angelina Jolie is gonna be involved.
Okay.
They're basically playing like godly people.
Weird.
Yeah. Let's see. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which I think is the thing that's weird about it is like the Ten Rings. It's like that's associated with Iron Man, and like his villain was the Mandarin.
Yeah.
And so there's probably going to be the real Mandarin in that, but there's no Iron Man anymore. Spoilers. But it just seems like it. I don't know. That's like having like Batman, and then Batman dies, and then here's a Joker movie.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that would feel...
it's just kind of weird, in my opinion. Another TV show, WandaVision, which again I don't really care about.
Nobody cares.
What even is that? I have no idea what that is.
It has a Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Spoilers. Vision's dead. So is it a prequel then? Like,
I think they said it takes place after it.
I thought Vision was dead.
That's what I thought too.
Didn't they have? Yeah,
they like ripped the stone out of his head or something.
Then he got poofed or whatever. He got blipped or whatever the heck.
Well, technically he didn't because he already died.
Oh yeah, so he should just be dead.
Yeah,
he's gone.
They'll probably do something where it's like, he's a robot and we copied his conscience and now here's a new body and now he's back. No consequences for this character. You know, that type of thing.
They do that in
I think they said
all the time though.
Well, I mean, that's a comic book trope, but that doesn't mean you have to do it in the movies. Like movies are totally different. That's why there's so many liberties they have to take from like a book to a movie or a comic book to a movie.
Yeah. What's the one there's one called like What If? What's that one?
Oh yeah,
I just saw the title and I wasn't sure what's it about.
Well, before that, it's the new Doctor Strange movie.
Okay,
it's called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I think they said that the Scarlet Witch character is actually going to be in that movie.
Okay, I heard it's supposed to be kind of a horror film.
Yeah, they said it was like the first actual horror movie of the.
I didn't watch the first Doctor Strange, but maybe I'll watch that one.
I liked it a lot.
Then there's going to be a Loki TV show, which I think a lot of people are actually pretty excited about that. Then the What If. I think what that is do you remember? Do you guys know who the Watchers are in the Marvel Universe? They're like these beings that like see everything and they're just watching what takes place basically.
Oh, okay.
And they're more of the cosmic type of character. And so what the show is going to be, I think they said it was going to be an animated thing, but all the original actors are going to reprise their vocal.
Weird.
And it's basically like literally like, what if this happened instead? You know, what if the Hulk died there? You know, that type of thing. And just
a TV show?
Yeah, I think it's on the Disney Plus thing. So.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I feel about that Disney Plus. Like,
is it enough content for you to?
I think they're going to be short, like the WandaVision thing. It's only 6 episodes.
Oh, okay.
I think they're going to be like kind of short.
They're like miniseries, then. They're
right.
Not like they're not like we're going to do 5 seasons of the Loki show.
I think at least to me, what it seems like it is at the end of Endgame, there wasn't really a lot of conclusion for a lot of the characters. So I think this is kind of a epilogue thing for these characters.
Okay.
Like there's one for Hawkeye. And you know, it's like looking at the end of Endgame, there wasn't really like a definitive end for that character. I mean, they had to focus so much on the Iron Man character.
Yeah.
And then the last one that they have announced for, November 2021 is Thor Love. I can't read it. Love is Thunder. Love the Thunder.
Love the Thunder.
But it's the 4th Thor movie. Which I feel like they should just call it 4.
Thor 4?
No, just 4.
4.
4.
I never watched Ragnarok. But I probably...
A lot of people like Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I think Taika Waititi is coming back to direct this one.
Yeah, he's so awesome.
And the other news about it is Natalie Portman's coming back.
Heck yeah.
And there's talks about her like taking over the Thor role. Because in the comics, her character does that.
Oh, okay.
So,
female Thor.
Yeah, I don't know if that means that this is like the last one for Chris Hemsworth or what.
weird. I was kind of surprised. I thought like Thor was just gonna be the next Guardians movie.
That's what I thought too.
Because like they end that like they're like gonna be he's just part of the crew,
right? And I don't see Guardians of the Galaxy 3 on this Phase 4 thing. I mean, the Phase 4
might just be the first part of Phase 4.
Well, no, they said that this was it.
Oh, weird.
But it's a shorter thing, so it starts in May 2020 and ends
maybe
November 2021.
Maybe so it's only like Phase 5.
What?
Maybe it's gonna be like a Phase 5 thing.
No, it's after.
I know.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Maybe Guardians 3 is gonna
phase.
Be like
that's what we're saying.
Phase 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I just completely messed that up. My bad.
Yes, you're bad. So yeah, it's crazy to see how much stuff is coming out. And
they're gonna make a bunch of money. I don't see myself the Disney Plus thing or whatever their subscription. Have they like announced like pricing details on that or anything? Or
I heard like $7 a month.
Yeah, $7 a month.
Like
the typical Netflix, but it's not enough content for me.
I think it's
personally.
a ton of content. They're putting all the like almost every Disney title on there.
Right, but what I'm saying is it's not enough content for me personally to justify the $7 a month.
Well, here's what you do. It's with any subscription service that like besides your Netflix or your Hulu that you have like constantly like anything like an HBO, like you just if you want to watch a bunch of stuff, you just subscribe for a month. Watch a bunch of stuff, and then once you feel like you run out of stuff to watch, you just cancel the subscription.
Well, and think of it this way too. They're pulling all of the Disney titles off of Netflix. So you won't have like any Marvel stuff, any Star Wars stuff, any Fox stuff now.
Yeah.
You won't have any of that on any other streaming service. Plus, I probably will get it
for the
mainly because of the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Show,
it looks so good.
Which looks amazing. I'm really excited about that. That's the show that's being run by Jon Favreau.
It's got Pedro Pascal. That's the title character, I think. Which he was really good in Game of Thrones and some other stuff. So
he was in what's the
Second Kingsman?
Yeah,
movie.
Second Kingsman.
I liked his character.
He was like the cowboy
so
wielding
awesome.
whip guy. Yeah, so that should be really good. I think they're already writing the second season. Like they feel
that good about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I heard it cost like $15 million an episode to make.
Ooh,
so
wow.
It's going to be a pretty high production value.
It looked like the movies, basically.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I hope, and I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't want to see like any other Star Wars. I don't want to see any Star Wars character that I've like seen before, besides like maybe brief cameos. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, it just sounds like they're just. I mean, it's in a time period where we haven't seen yet. It's like 6 years after Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
It stars a character that we've never met before, a brand new character, and his adventures. So I don't think that they'll have like maybe they'll do a Boba Fett cameo or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think that they'll have like, oh, here's Luke Skywalker,
yeah,
Han Solo.
I can't deal with it.
Yeah, the literal galaxy and universe of the Star Wars universe is just too big to...
Yeah, the movies make it feel so small because it's always the same.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this person just happens to be tied in with this. Like, it's always like, I need something fresh. Like, they need to make unique stuff. Like,
yeah.
They got to step their game up with Star Wars. So hopefully that's the first good foot forward.
Well, speaking of Star Wars, I don't know if we talked about this last time, the Fallen Jedi gameplay stuff.
Oh, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
Jedi Fallen Order is what...
What did I say? Fallen Jedi?
Yeah, you said Fallen Jedi.
Fallen Order, yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order.
The Fallen Tripped Jedi. Yeah, I think it looks really good. I will say I've played like all the Force Unleashed games, and it looks like that, and it's nothing new necessarily, but it's not like they're making it look worse. So I'm
I've heard it's not going to be like a linear game either. Like that, there's backtracking and stuff. It's going to be kind of like a more Metroidvania kind of thing where you can get new skills and go back to previous like planets or areas to get to different areas like you couldn't access without those abilities. So sounds like it's going to be more. Not like I never played the Force Unleashed, but those were pretty linear.
Those
games,
were linear,
right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So those games were a lot of fun too.
I never played them.
I like the first one. The second one was kind of
whatever.
So yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't know if they released any new stuff about that for Comic-Con.
I don't think so.
But they did release the Witcher trailer, starring Henry Cavill.
It looks good.
It looks really good. I'll be honest. I haven't played any of the games. I haven't read any of the books. I didn't even know it was a book until I saw the trailer and they were talking about it. But it looked really interesting, and I'm a huge Henry Cavill fan, so I'll watch pretty much anything he's involved with. But yeah, it looked really good. Just the quality, and it looked like it had some good storytelling to do. So
yeah, when does that? That's this fall, right?
I think it's this fall. Yeah, it's a Netflix original.
Yeah,
and most Netflix original stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think because Henry Cavill wanted to play the role, and then they went out and got him.
Right,
I don't think he would have signed up if it was some.
Yeah, I think he's like a big gamer.
Oh yeah, he's
like,
a huge gamer.
Loves
yeah,
video games and stuff.
Yeah, and The Witcher, the world of The Witcher is so good. Like, it's gonna be a great TV show.
Yep.
So
yeah, I'm excited for that for sure.
That they showed a new Westworld trailer for season 3.
Yep.
I'm excited for that. I don't think have either of you guys watched any of that show?
I've watched 9 episodes of the first season. Haven't finished the first season yet, but I own it, so
okay.
I'll get to seeing it eventually.
Yeah, it's good. The second season was kind of almost a little too like they were trying to be too smart because the show's like really trippy. But the third season looks good. It's gonna.
You said that Aaron Paul was.
Yeah,
in it,
Aaron
right?
Paul's gonna play a character in it. His
That's
character looks really interesting in the because like the premise of the show is kind of like AI, becoming what's the term? Sentient. Yeah, like kind of the singularity and whatnot, all that kind of stuff, kind of coming together. And the first couple seasons of the show take place in the theme parks where the AI is at, and this one looks like it's gonna mostly take place in like the future, like in the actual world, like outside the parks. But they did show footage. It looks like they're going to be in a theme park that's like World War II themed.
Okay, yeah, there's how many parks are there?
I think they've said there's like 9 or something. Wow. I can't remember, but yeah, there's scenes that like World War II themed, like Italy and stuff. It looks like so that's going to be sweet. And Aaron Paul is great in Breaking Bad, and I don't think he's done a whole lot since that I can think of.
Need for Speed?
Yeah, Need for Speed. He had another TV. Yeah, he had another TV show on Hulu, but I don't The Path or something.
Yeah, The Path.
I don't think it was that well received.
I haven't even heard of it. So.
Yeah, so it'll be good to see him back in a good show.
I always saw it on Hulu. I was like, it's the Breaking Bad guy. I know that guy, but I never actually watched it.
Yeah, he won some Emmys, didn't he, for his role in Breaking Bad?
I'm not sure.
I think he did.
Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Bryan Cranston cleaned up, I think, just about every year.
Cleaned house,
he was
probably.
There, yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
Still love him in Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, you haven't watched Breaking Bad, have you?
I watched the first season, and it's something weird about it. I couldn't get into it. I know. I know I'm in the minority there.
It's like it's one of the best shows ever made.
I really tried. It was just like
I started watching The Sopranos.
Okay, you like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I only got one. I said yesterday in the chat that I was 3 episodes in. Turns out I was only an episode and a half.
How do you get that?
Because I fell asleep. And
you just figured you're like, I've been asleep for about 3 episodes. So I'm probably. Yeah. You fell asleep, so you don't like it then, or
no? It was like 11:30 at night.
It put me right to sleep.
Yeah.
It was it was 11:30 when I started it, and I was like, I'll try to, and then I just woke up and it was like 6:30. I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
But the pilot episode was really good.
Yeah, I watched a couple seasons of it. I kind of struggled to get into it a little bit. I don't know what it was. Tony Soprano's character is awesome. All the characters are good, but it's just almost maybe felt a little dated. Like, but I still recognize that like it was probably one of the first truly great like dramas. Because I mean, television's only been good for
not that long.
like maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
And that's
Like I'd say like the early 2000s is when it really started. Like,
then I think there's kind of a lull. There was a lull for a while. I mean, it's been
well, there was a writer's strike, like 2000,
a couple years ago,
2008 or something.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't remember how long it went, but yeah, I think there was a big kind of dip in
Production value
and writing and stuff. And once that got all, fixed and stuff, it started going back up.
Yeah, and I'd say that it's been amazing for probably like 10 years now. Like,
Yeah.
keeps getting better too.
Mhm.
So was it The Sopranos and then like Lost and then some other stuff that like
I think
started it,
Sopranos,
or-
The Wire was big, which I haven't watched yet. But
that's on Amazon Prime too?
yeah, that, and then I think Lost was huge.
Yeah.
Lost was
24 was huge. Those are
gosh,
both big talking point
24.
shows. Yeah, 24, that's iconic. Like,
I trashed the crap out of 24 before I actually watched it.
and then you watched it,
and
you're
then I
like,
watched it.
This
It's
is
like the
amazing.
best
it's
show
like
ever.
the great, like it's so good. Like some of the late, like I liked all of it. I mean, it gets a little bit. I think they ran out of gas a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, you can only have so
They
many.
did well, and that's the case with a lot of shows. But like the first, I would say, I don't even know how many seasons there were, but like at least the first 5 seasons, they were like, "This is the best.
It's
TV
so good.
ever."
Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland, that's like an iconic role. Like,
Oh yeah.
like him playing Jack Bauer is like a timeless.
Federal Agent Jack Bauer. I need a hacksaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hacksaw. I was just like 13-year-old Landon was like, oh wow, this is the coolest person ever.
Well, and just the show itself was unique because it takes place in real time. So it takes place over a 24-hour period. So you're following like Jack Bauer through his day, and like so much stuff happens. And it's like nobody's day would actually be like that, but it's just like, he's trying to stop a nuke, and then there's this like chemical agent being released in this mall, and he's got to go find his daughter.
He's getting like shot, stabbed, like family members killed. Like,
right, yeah. He starts off with a beard and long hair, and then he cuts his hair, and
it's so.
Can we just say that Dennis Haysbert has to be the best president ever in anything?
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
He's a president. Palmer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the only good. All the other presidents were so annoying in that show.
Well, I can't remember what what was the guy that he was actually like a villain.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He was like just a scumbag.
Oh, you wanted to punch him every time he was on the screen. He'd just screw over Jack and everybody.
Yeah. He had the wife that was a little like unstable too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good show. I want to watch it.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot to watch. It's like.
And they rebooted it for a season 2, or they
tried.
They did a couple
times.
There were like some TV movies also. And
there's a TV movie. Then they rebooted it and did it 12 episodes in London, which I watched that one. That one actually had Kiefer Sutherland in it, and what's Chloe's actress's name?
I don't remember.
She's a comedian, Mary Lynn.
Yeah, she's in some Always Sunny. Isn't she?
Yeah, it's Gail the Snail. It's so funny.
I did not get into
my mouth tastes bad.
that at all.
Yeah,
I tried really hard to get into Always Sunny, and I just can't.
It's so funny.
Charlie alone.
It's not my.
Is like
enough my show.
Man, I think Dennis is my favorite.
I mean, they're all hilarious.
Yeah,
but I just love Charlie. Just Charlie talking is just like,
it's just insanity.
So funny.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Just TV.
Westworld,
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, TV's great. Go watch TV.
Yeah. Don't do anything else with your time.
Yep. Speaking of TV, I watched a documentary on. I know we talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was like
about the Chernobyl.
You got to watch that miniseries.
I do. Yeah, I really do. But I watched a documentary about modern Chernobyl and what they're doing with it, and I don't remember if we talked about this when you talked about it weeks ago, but they built this dome around the
reactor.
Yeah, the reactor site. And just I think they said it was like the biggest dome on Earth. It was like over 300 feet tall, and it was just this huge thing that they couldn't build it over the site because of the radiation.
Oh yeah, it'll kill
danger
you,
of it. So they had to build it like 300 yards away from the site, and then they had to find a way to like roll it over and put it over the site, and it was just like this engineering marvel of getting this to work, and the race against time, because the old it wasn't even a dome, it was just the old stuff that they put over it to kind of temporarily hold the radiation in, that was like falling apart, and it was in danger of completely collapsing and then releasing another huge cloud of radiation just like before. And so it was just a race against time to just get this huge building over this site. And
how long did it take them to build it?
it was like it was over the course of years. And then I think they said it took, like, once they finished building it, it took them like 7 days to move the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a great documentary. It was really interesting.
Do you remember what they used to move it?
Well, the thing is, at first they were like, well, we could maybe build it on like railroad tracks and just roll it, but then they said that the sheer weight of the building would be too heavy and it would crush the mechanisms inside the wheel bearings.
Oh my.
And so what they did was they had these pads, these like slick pads, and at the bottom of the dome, I know this is really visual, but at the bottom of the dome they had almost these like sleds, like on the bottom of dog sleds,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
and
skis almost?
Yeah, and they literally just pushed it with these pistons.
Okay.
But again, the crazy part is they had to have them all pushed at the same time, and they had like over 200 of these things pushing, and it had to be the exact same. Otherwise, the building gets off, and then it ruins the structural sound of the building.
How did they get it over? Like, okay, so they build the whole dome though, and it's like a round thing. Like, how did they?
Well, it's not round. It's they call it a dome, but it's like like this. Again, sorry, this is visual.
It's like a half dome. Like,
it's like a half dome, yeah, and it's flat on each end, but it's round like that.
They just pushed both ends.
Right.
Together.
So
they had two ends and they pushed them together.
They built two.
Oh, okay.
And then they
combined
put them together, and then so here's the site. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
And then they pushed it over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribe
Can't you see what I'm doing, audience?
Yeah.
No. No, they can't. But that's really cool.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was only like an hour long too, so it was an easy watch. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. Anything else you guys want to talk about Comic-Con? I know there's just one thing I saw was Star Trek Picard. They're bringing
I've heard of that.
Yeah, they're bringing Sir what's his name?
I don't know.
What is his
Why am I love this guy. Why am I crapping on his name?
Patrick Stewart?
Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart.
There you go.
Logan. My name is Charles Xavier. Would you like some breakfast? Yeah, so he's back doing I think a miniseries on CBS's
Star Trek thing. They're all access. Like,
yeah,
Star
that's
Trek
stupid.
Discovery,
Like, just
I think
like release it on TV.
yeah.
Stupid.
Everybody has their
premium
apps
service
and
now.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
There's too many.
It's only $5 extra, and you can pay or you can watch whatever you want on a
Yeah,
specific channel.
But like, then like each
channel
company has its own thing. It's like,
Yeah.
golly, like I can't.
That's the number one reason why I wouldn't get Disney Plus, because of all the other
Well, I would
stuff.
get Disney Plus just because it has so much stuff on it. It's not just like classic Disney movies. But yeah, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, now I'm just spending as much money as like a cable bill would be.
A cable bill.
Yeah.
Like, what's the
But
point?
you can cancel them at any time. That's kind of the advantage. Like, you
I
can,
guess, but
you could do a month of Disney Plus and watch literally, for $7, you could watch, a couple $100 worth of movies in a month. You know what I mean? And then
yeah,
you never lose access to it. So it's like you just pay for it again and watch it.
yeah, that's true. So yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about Comic-Con.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse.
Yo,
Word on the street is you're leaving.
I am leaving. Well, yeah.
What?
I'm leaving. Yes, this is true.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Boise, Idaho.
Why?
Because
What's going to be your address?
I have no idea. What was the question?
Why?
Why?
Moving to Boise.
Because I'm in the process of studying to get my CCNA, and they have a bunch of actually IT jobs, more IT jobs in that area of the country/state than here in Washington. So, yeah.
Cool. And so you're moving down there in like 6 months?
Like 6 months, yes.
Sweet.
My wife is moving down in a week and a half. So
Dang.
Are you going to go visit her
every,
before you move?
Yeah, well, she's got to like find an apartment and all that stuff too. But yeah, so I'm going to be without my wife for like 6 months, which is kind of sad for me. But, you know.
Spilling coffee everywhere.
All right.
My bad.
You're right, Nick.
So good. You make the best coffee, Landon.
I make a good cup of coffee.
You make a mean cup.
A mean cup of joe.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that means you'll
I'll
not
still
be on
be
the show
around
anymore.
till like February. And
see ya, Jesse.
I can like Skype in and stuff. You guys just want to get
bye,
rid of me?
Jesse.
That's cool.
Goodbye.
Jerks. I see how it is.
Well, that's cool though. That's a cool thing.
And her family lives over there, right?
Yes, the majority of her family lives over there.
Okay.
What's their address?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
That's cool. Well,
Yeah.
we'll be sad when it happens, but
Yeah.
I'll still be hanging around for a while.
Yep.
And without
Got a
my
good-
wife, I'll actually have time to
got a
do
good
stuff
6 months
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
and like hang out and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll be keeping you guys posted on that stuff. So last night, a group of us went to Midnight Sherry's, which is a 24-hour restaurant.
Oh, am I going to be glad I wasn't part of this?
It was. I don't remember much of it. I was really tired.
You were like the most
You were
tired
the-
I've ever seen you.
Wasn't he the reason you guys decided to do
Yeah.
Midnight Sherry?
Well,
Well,
he was on call and didn't get off till.
I basically worked from like 2:45 in the morning till like 11:30 at night. So it's like,
What were you doing?
working. Stores call. Like I worked from like I guess 2:45 a.m. till 5:45 a.m. I went back to sleep and then woke up at like 7:30. Went back.
Oh wait,
out.
you were on call, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
what
gotcha.
Mick just said.
Got it. I was
Yeah,
not
so
paying
that's-
attention
yeah,
to
so
that
yeah,
part
so
of it.
just-
My bad.
just said that.
For the record, Mick just said that.
I was obviously not paying attention.
So anyway, so we're at Sherry's, and Landon is kind of notorious for not finishing anything that he gets.
Yeah.
Like he'll get like
the
just-
hungry man.
right, just like this big breakfast, and just like smears it all over his plate and doesn't finish it at all. Makes it look disgusting.
Okay. Yeah.
So last night he got, was it a 6-piece?
It was 3 pieces, so six half pieces.
right,
like
right.
six-
So 3 whole pieces of French toast.
which is actually a pretty light meal.
Yeah,
it's a light
very,
meal.
very.
But at
light.
the same time, you weren't
And
feeling
some-
that great.
Oh,
Like
no.
you've just been working for
And
hours.
I
and-
just eaten like 20 McNuggets, like probably
A few
less
hours
than
before that?
probably an hour ago. I
Really?
got them in Moscow when I was driving back from Moscow. So I
Gotcha.
mean, only an hour. I mean, which I don't eat a lot of food either. So. What?
So yeah, you're kind of well known for that.
Yeah,
And we're just getting ready to leave. We're all getting up, and
we've been there for like over 2 hours.
right. So
probably,
we're
too.
there with acquaintance of the show, Colby, and friend of the show, Jordan. And Colby looks over at Jordan and then looks at you and is like, "You gonna finish that, Landon?" You're like, you had like 4 tiny bites left.
Yeah, no,
And you're like, "Nah, I'm not gonna finish it." And then acquaintance of the show, Colby, whips out $200 and hands it to Jordan. Like, "I'm a man of my word. Here's your money." They made a bet, a $200 bet, that you would not finish your food. Who does that?
I don't know, especially okay.
do you even feel?
$200.
First of all, do you even feel bad for costing Colby $200?
Well, kind of, but like I don't really feel that bad because Colby knows. Colby mocks me for not finishing my food.
Sure.
Why would he bet
Well,
that way?
clearly it should have been like the favorable bet is to bet that I'm not going to finish it.
Yeah.
That's the favorable bet. And so I don't know why Colby did it, especially knowing I had called Colby as I was leaving and like, hey man, like I'm leaving this place. I could probably make it to dinner or whatever. I'm like, I'm also going to get some food from McDonald's on my way back. You know, like he knew I was going to be eating.
Sure.
Knew I wasn't going to be that hungry. And also knows that I never finished my food.
Now I know why Colby never makes money when he goes to the casino.
Yeah, like it was.
He's terrible at betting.
Bad bets.
Yeah, like so it's an insane bet. It's an insane bet to make. Like good on Jordan for picking the right side of it, but
Maybe Colby just wanted to be
on my side. I believe in him.
I believe that you
Wrong.
actually
wrong.
Idiot.
He probably was assuming that maybe I would just get a milkshake and drink the milkshake, and then the last second I get French toast.
Wasn't he saying like, "Oh, you're not just getting a milkshake"?
Maybe he might.
I think he did say that. Yeah. Landon and I had no idea this was happening.
Yeah, no idea. It happened
He just
really abrupt.
whips out 2 $100 bills.
Yeah, and just hands them to Jordan as we're leaving. I'm like, we tried to ask him questions. He's like, I'm not talking about it. No details. I'm like, it's like what?
The other thing too, Colby seemed like, whatever.
Didn't seem to care that much.
It's like
If I
$200.
Yeah.
How do you make a bet over something so stupid for $200?
Yeah.
I would cry.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan must be the happiest.
Oh yeah, dude, Jordan.
That was like such an easy win for him.
Oh yeah. The funny there's several moments in that night that were like definitive moments in that bet too, like which I can't imagine the tension between Jordan and Colby.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why Jordan
looking at you eating the whole time.
Like Jordan was very quiet too. Maybe I wonder if he was worried
probably
because I felt like I was making pretty good progress on the French toast at first. Like I was kind of
you were going to town.
Yeah, and it probably mostly I could like to be sad. Like I could have easily finished that last piece. Like it would not have like put me over the edge. I just like. It's like I just don't really feel like eating it. Like it wasn't like a big deal. It wasn't like I felt like vomiting or anything. Like so maybe that's why Colby kept saying like I feel sick. Like as he
I'm about to lose $200.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad, but and there was a moment when I ordered the French toast. The waitress goes, "Do you want just the 2 slices or do you want 3?" And I said, 3. If I say 2. I easily because I had one half slice left. I had one half slice left. That's what it came out to. I just cut it up into 4 bites.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do feel bad though. Like,
don't feel bad.
I mean, like
Colby did that to himself.
They're the dumb people.
Yeah, they are.
Bet $200 on this.
On whether I could finish a meal. Like that's.
If I would have bet this, I would have bet maximum like $20.
Max. Yeah.
Max.
Yeah.
Realistically, probably $5.
I would have like paid for somebody's meal, not like $200.
Right, or
Yeah,
like
200.
I'll get you coffee. You know,
The fact they both drove to the bank before that because Jordan had $200 in his pocket too. Like
that is
they
ridiculous.
were ready. They were ready. They put it all on the line right there. Like
it's so stupid.
What do you think Jordan's going to do with the money?
probably buy Fortnite skins.
Probably
buy
That's what I
Fortnite
thought,
skins.
too.
Yeah,
it was
it was weird. It was
dumbest
like,
thing.
It's
I've
like
ever
2 in the
seen.
morning, and they're like the stakes are so high for them, and like I was just there trying to have a good time.
Right? Yeah, Landon and I
also
are just
was
there
like I
chatting
also was
it up.
probably asleep half the time we were there too. Like
You
I
look
was,
like death.
yeah.
Yeah. I just
Dodged the
they're
bullet
dumb.
there, man.
They're so dumb.
Yeah, it's like
Who
okay,
does that?
especially because Colby always does talk. He's like, I don't have money to do this. I don't have money to do that. Like, who knows what other kind of bets he's making? You know, like if he's throwing his money away like that. So it's weird. It's too bad. It was his birthday too.
Today
Like, that's the funny thing. Like
Yes.
he lost $200
on
his
his
birthday. Like
birthday.
no matter how much, like that's gonna be in the back of his head because I'm sure he's gonna get some money from like relatives and stuff. Like
Probably.
it's gonna be
He's
in the
like,
back of his head. He's like,
I'm
I broke even.
150 in the hole. Still.
Yeah, like it's not gonna be a joyous day.
No.
Like
That's so dumb.
yeah, that's why Colby will always be an acquaintance of the show.
Of the show.
Yeah. I had something funny happen to me while I was working late yesterday morning. I went to a store at, like I said, like 2:45 in the morning. It was like an hour out of town, so I got there at
3.
I got there close to 4,
Yeah.
3 or 4 or something. I get there and it was a 24-hour store, so there's still like
Okay.
there's like the odd couple people shopping, and there's like one guy up front running the registers. Like they have one register open. And
Sure.
I see him, and I always try to like touch base with the store manager when I get onto a job.
Yeah.
So I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, can you just call them up front, so I can talk to them. And the guy, He looks scatterbrained as all get out from the beginning. And he's a younger guy. He's probably my age, maybe a little bit older. And he's like looking at me. He's like, okay, yeah. And he like fumbles with the store phone, drops on the floor like once, and he's like kind of like mumbling to himself. He calls the guy friend, and then like we're both standing there awkwardly waiting for the store manager to come. And he looks at me, and he gets this like devious grin on his face. He's like, and he kind of like makes a and I'm like, I'm just like, what? He's like, I like your pen because I always carry a pen and like a Sharpie and a little screwdriver in my work shirt pocket. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then like, he's like, no, and he like starts reaching out. He's like, I kind of want to take your pen. And he's like looking at me with like this like gleam in his eye. And I'm like, and he like pulls his hand back and he like laughs. And then like, that's all that happens. And then we just both keep standing there. Then the manager shows up and I'm like, what the heck just happened? Like, and I never interacted with the guy again.
He tried to steal your pen.
Well, basically, and like, I don't care about this pen. This is a pen that I bought in like a 25 pack of pens for like, $5. Like, I've probably dropped a dozen of them, like dropped them on the floor, left them in rooms and stuff. Don't care. This guy tried to take my pen from me. I would not have let him take it from me. I kind of want to do the Seinfeld thing, be like, oh, you like the pen? Here, have my pen. Okay. But yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Turns out the guy didn't even work for the store.
Yeah, that was
creepy
funny.
like pen dude.
Pen man.
I love pens.
I have so many weird interactions with people in stores.
I mean, chances are you're gonna run into those weirdos that just have a pen fetish or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was a nice pen, but I mean, like, it's not like it was anything. You know what I mean? I literally have, I think, 20 of them in like one of my bathroom drawers for some reason.
Yeah,
like it's like I don't know.
They're in your bathroom drawer.
I don't know why they're there. I think like when my family helped me unpack, like I think my mom just started stuffing stuff in random drawers. Like
put pens in your bathroom.
I guess that was determined to be a good spot. So
I guess you can just roll with it.
You probably shouldn't blame your mom for it though.
No.
You could have just been like, Mom, those don't go there.
Well, I mean, she was just putting stuff away.
Oh.
Like
my mom does that too, so it's all good.
When did you figure this out, the pen thing?
I actually just figured it out, I think, the other day. Like, I was like, wow, I actually have all these pens. I thought I'd lost all of them. I thought they were all gone. And there's like Sharpies in there. I was like, wow, this is incredible news.
So when did you move in?
Almost 6 months ago. I think like 5 months or so. I've been here.
So this has been 5 months in the making.
Yeah.
Colby and I have hid these pens from you.
Wait,
ever since you moved in. I think it was the day we were helping you move in. We found like all these pens and we were like, we gotta hide these pens. And so we put the drawer inside your bathroom. and then it turned into like, we were like, well, every time we come over, let's hide his pens again. And it just so happens the next time we come over, there's like a brand new package of pens. And we're like, yeah, why not? We took the whole thing. We shoved it in the drawer.
No way. Guys have been hiding my pens.
Did you unpackage them?
No, we just shoved the whole thing in.
I didn't even think I had that many. Like, man.
We're like, is he ever going to notice? Like, his pens just disappear.
That was a nice setup, though.
Oh my gosh,
that's hilarious.
We were like, I don't know if he's ever gonna figure it out. We're just shoving his pens.
Oh my gosh,
he blamed it on his mom.
Well, I just assumed my mom just. I mean, like, it seemed even weird for her, but I was like, it must have been. I didn't put these pens here. Like, and I wouldn't think that my friends would just take my pens and stuff them in random drawers. But
it's like we made it like a mission every time we came over and we saw a pen, we knew where it was going.
Jeez. Helping to contribute to me going crazy.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I'm so glad you finally found it.
That's hilarious.
Well, how long were you expecting it to take?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting 5 months. Clearly you've never opened that drawer.
Yeah, clearly, no. I don't go in that bathroom very often. Though. I shower in that shower. And that's about
man,
it.
that was so funny.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like we walk in, we see pens on your entry table.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Grab a handful.
That actually kind of aggravates. Have you done it every time you've came over?
Yeah, every time.
That aggravates me because like I always feel like
that's the thing too. We were like, these are probably for his job.
Yeah, no, they definitely are.
Let's
That's the only
hide
time I
pens.
use like. There's some logbooks that I've written in with Sharpie because of you people. Like, You know how hard that people could barely read my handwriting with pen. Try to read with Sharpie, you close the page, too soon it smears all over the next page. It's just like somebody comes like they're doing their job and it's like try to read my handwriting. And it's just like might as well use a crayon.
Oh man,
the long play.
Oh, that's so funny.
Great.
It's a great prank though. I respect it.
It was just something that was like so simple and like dinky. It was like I didn't expect it to go on that long.
Yeah. Who knows if I hadn't told the pen story? I just kept going.
Why do my pens keep ending up?
Because when I found them there, I was like, okay, I'll just leave. I did not move them. They're still in the drawer. Like I left them there. I'm like, I guess this works as a place to keep them.
Is this a pen drawer? Sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Oh,
That's great.
gosh, dang.
Oh man, 5 months and he didn't open that drawer.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
My mouth hurts.
you said you had a story, Mick, about buying some stuff.
Yeah. So, I'll admit something about myself. I prefer wet wipes
Sure.
over
toilet paper?
over the traditional dry toilet paper. And so,
Sure. You know you can't flush those, right?
yeah, they're flushable.
Are they?
Yeah. They say flushable on the package.
Yeah.
No, not yeah.
It says, yeah,
It says
on the package.
wet wipes flushable. Yeah. Wet wipes flushable. Anyway, so
You
I
like
prefer
wet wipes.
I do. I feel like it's an actual cleaning going on.
Okay.
But I can't find them in our local grocery store. And I'm like looking around, I'm like, well, I don't know, like I'm in the bathroom section, like I don't know where they are. And so I I end up finding myself in the like infant section where like all the like baby stuff is and like baby food and all that stuff. And I'm like, maybe there's someone here. Like so I'm like walking around, not really paying attention, and I walk up to the section, I'm like, oh, here's some wipes and baby wipes, okay. Oh, okay. So here's the wipes for adults. I was like, I don't like that they're here. So I grab 2 packages, and as soon as I do that, I look around and I make eye contact with somebody I know. Like, why would Mick be in the baby aisle?
Did you say anything to them?
I didn't. No, I was just like,
Is it someone from church?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
how
hilarious.
You doing? Don't pay any attention.
like
to these
clearly
wet
they know
wipes
that
in
I don't
my
have a kid or anything. It's like
They're probably freaked out. I
Why
feel
would
like
Mick be? They gave me like kind of like a awkward like wave, and they just kept walking. It was like, oh my gosh.
It might just
Well, they know that you live with. Maybe they assumed like something for like
Carter and Carmen.
Maybe
Yeah, but I mean, they don't need those. It's not like we have
an infant.
a 6-month-old.
You're raising your bastard
9
child.
times out of 10, though, when stuff like that happens, people just like it just goes in one
Yeah, they forget about
goes in
it.
one ear and out
Goes
the other.
in one
like
eye and out the other.
Sorry, I lost it halfway through what I was actually saying.
It was awkward though. It's like, yeah, I'm buying wet wipes, but I prefer them.
Why would you? Feel
I've
bad
never
about
tried
it,
them.
though?
Never
Loud
tried
and
them.
proud.
I think they would freak me out.
You would think that, but once you use them, you'll never go back.
Oh, easy.
I don't know. I don't know if I can do
You're gonna try a wet wipe.
it. I don't know.
You can get like
I've been wiping my butt the same way for 21 years.
See,
so
you don't
I
know any
need to-
difference. You got to try it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They're more expensive though, right? And like I bought that AC unit and I'm like, I'm eating top ramen for the next month, so,
what are they like $6 a piece or $6 a package?
I think the one I got was like, it had like 60 wipes in it, and it was like $3.
Do you use just one?
Yeah.
It's just one motion, like one wipe and you're just gone?
I mean, you
Or, like-
probably want to do like a courtesy wipe after the first initial
Okay,
one.
yeah, okay.
But yeah,
Just to
it's
make
just
sure you
like,
clean everything.
yeah,
up.
it's just a cleaner feeling
Yeah.
and less like irritating.
Okay.
This is getting a
All
little.
right.
Anyway,
all right.
So that was my story.
Yeah.
Hey.
I've been hiding wet wipes in your drawers.
No, I never opened that drawer. Anyway, I was going down the like coming home from work the other day, and there are a lot of panhandlers in our area.
Yes, there are
And-
a lot of them.
Almost everybody always has a sign that says something. I came up to this person, and their sign said, only 87 cents.
I saw that one. Yeah.
And I was like,
Only-
what?
What do
Like,
you need
It's a
87
scam. It's a
cents
scam.
for?
I've seen the person there standing with the same sign like multiple days. Like, really, you haven't earned 87 cents.
I gave them, what was it?
I gave him 89
I think I gave them like $1 and I was like, sorry. Sorry, it's too much.
What you should do is you should go get 87 cents in pennies, have it pre-bagged.
Just go, fling, 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 fling.
Throw it at them. Like you're trying to like, chuck it, hit him in the face with it. Be like,
Does that satisfy?
Yeah. That would be hilarious.
Dude, that's a ton of pennies. That's 87 pennies.
Yeah, 87. You know, and the thing is, if you gave
like
that to them,
buckshot.
they would be angry.
Yeah.
They would be angry.
Probably.
It's just such a weird sign. 87 cents.
I know.
I wanted to like.
Are you talking like corner of like Francis and Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like wanted to look up like what costs 87 cents around
It's
here.
a lie. They want to make it seem like they're like $1 short on getting gas or something.
But I mean, like, okay,
But
87
it's less
cents?
effort for them. Like they
Like,
know
just
the
put
sign-
$1. Like I don't know. It's
I
just
don't
like
know.
such a narrowed in specific
they're
number.
probably methed out of their mind. Like
I meant to write 78 cents.
yeah.
So you've watched UHF before, right?
A few times,
Weird
yeah.
Al movie.
Yep.
It's the 30th anniversary of that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
30 years old. Isn't that crazy?
Barely older than me.
I know. It's just like, it's nuts that it doesn't seem that long ago, but then you see 30 years ago and yeah, I don't know. Makes me feel old.
Look, a Twinkie wiener sandwich. What?
Which also means that the first Batman movie is 30 years old.
1989?
Yep.
Oh,
And
shoot.
Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade is 30 years old.
Just because it happens to be 2019?
Yeah, that's how
That's
math
how,
works.
that's how time and math. And,
yeah. When did it came back? I don't know.
I came back out of nowhere. Yeah. Listener of the show, one of my coworkers called me with a question. So
Oh, well, did you answer it?
I think so.
Was it, how do I give you guys money?
Yeah.
Go to our Patreon.
Go to our Patreon.
That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just talking about. Have you seen UHF, Landon?
No, I haven't. That's one I haven't seen.
That's a great movie. It's a Weird Al movie.
Yeah.
It's a parody movie. It's just hilarious.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Stanley
I'm guessing you say it's 30 years old or
Yeah, it's 30 years old this year.
wow. That's
Yep.
how math works.
I'm just terrible at math, man. I can't.
Oh, we're all terrible at math.
Yeah, but some of us are capable of doing simple addition.
9, 10,
That's
20.
19.
30. Oh, okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Anyway. What anything else you got to talk about?
I both finished and platinumed Sony Ben's Game of the Year front.
No
runner.
way.
Days Gone.
Really?
No.
I'm gonna give myself a little
way.
hand of applause or round of applause or whatever. Yeah, thank you.
That's what you get.
Yeah, good game. Some would say it's a great game.
Like you?
Debatable.
Yes. I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10 if I had to score. Maybe a 7.8.
I would give it an 87 cents out of
87 cents out of a dollar.
Out of $1.
Well, that's not a bad
Yeah.
rating.
No, there's just a few hiccups in it. Like
Wasn't
some-
it like a really slow start and then it kind of picked up?
yeah, I think it gets better as the more you play it. But it has a really good sense of progression, like as far as like the challenge level, because like early in the game, like fighting a group of more than like 5 or 6 zombies is like something where like, I don't know if I should try to do this. And then like at the end of the game, like I'm attacking like hordes of zombies that have like maybe literally like 300 or 400 zombies in it.
Whoa.
And so it's like the progression of where it's like you're killing like 400 zombies in like maybe 5 minutes to like
Wow.
8 zombies. Like it's like a 10-minute like like fight to the death. Like you're like grappling with the last one on the ground kind of like thing. Like then like now
Barely holding on.
no, I just like drive up to one of their caves and just like start firing blindly into the cave with like my machine gun. Like they're just like
Chucking Molotovs and stuff.
yeah, but it's fun. Like fighting the hordes is fun. I just I cleared all those out. That's really fun. Like when you're like literally, like I said, like firing the cave, and you can see the flash of the barrel, like, and you can just see hundreds of them like running out. Like you're like you empty a 100-round magazine, and there's still hundreds of them pouring out at you. Like
Yeah.
and you're running and reloading, and like rolling around on the ground. Like
Was that the last trophy you needed to get for the platinum?
no, they don't have any. There's no trophy. There's a trophy for killing your first horde, but you didn't have to kill all the hordes to get like the platinum.
So okay. So what was your last trophy you needed to get for the
The
platinum?
last trophy I got was getting 75% of the collectibles in the game.
They didn't give you one for 100.
No, there's none for 100. They have one for
weird.
So
they have one
dumb.
for 50% and one for 75%. I think maybe because there's like over 200 collectibles in the game, so I don't know if they just didn't want you to have to get all of them.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Most of the time, it's like get 100%.
I think I'm gonna end up playing.
I wonder if
The
there's
Last
some
of
like
Us again.
hidden trophy then for 100%.
He
Well, it'd be
platinumed it,
I got
so
a
he would
platinum
know.
though. So
Well, yeah, but I mean that just seems weird. Like you get nothing for 100%.
I guess not. That's the only thing I have. 25% left. I've done all the story missions, all the extra stuff, except for getting all the collectibles. I might go do it because it would probably not.
Probably wouldn't be that hard.
No, because they have. It's kind of neat. All the collectibles are numbered in the menu, so you can just look up. You know exactly which.
Specifically, what number you need.
Yeah, so you just
You're
there's
missing,
different
yeah.
like type of collectibles, so you
Yeah.
can just look up this type of collectibles, and then it says it has them like in the guides. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. You just go get them real quick. So
Yeah.
I might do that just so I can say I got 100% everything. But
Do you see any DLC future for it, or is it just
they've done a
straight-
little bit already, not like story stuff, but they
Yeah.
added like a challenge mode, and they added like a survival difficulty to the game. So
I feel like just the universe of that game would make sense for DLC like that.
yeah, I think there's a high potential. I think like they got a lot right
Yeah.
in the first game, like, and it's the first game of a series. It's like when you look at Uncharted now that it's basically finished, like
or
the
Last
first-
of Us too?
well, last doesn't work really because we haven't seen the second. We've only seen one game,
Not yet. Yeah.
but like Uncharted as a whole, like the games got better.
Yeah.
Like the first game's not nearly as good as the second game, so it's like they have a good foundation. So like I think they could make it really, really good.
And
in the
each
second
and
game.
each game just got better and better.
Yeah, so now that they have like the foundation built, like, and that's the first like console game that studio's made in a long time.
What was their last one?
I can't remember. It was like back in like early 2000s or like
Whoa,
mid
really?
2000s. So yeah, they have not made one in a long.
Wow.
They made a lot of portable game like PSP games and stuff. So
That's crazy.
yeah, so I think there's
great
enough.
console.
Like there's just there wasn't anything like drastic that I didn't like about the game. It's just a lot of little stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Like some of the structure of it, like some of the storylines are kind of weak, some weaker characters, but like the world was interesting. Some of the characters were great.
Mm-hmm.
Character Boozer, though, is one of the worst, if not worst, video game characters ever made. Ever made. Period. So I'd recommend playing it. I know I've talked about it like several episodes now.
Yeah, I'll start playing, especially when I'm off school in the next couple weeks.
You only have a couple weeks left?
I only have like 3 weeks left.
Oh, dang.
Like a month off.
Oh,
Which is
dang,
I'm really looking
man.
forward to.
Are you almost done with your whole program though?
I'll be done next spring.
Yeah, you'll be over halfway done though after this one, right?
Yep.
That's crazy. How does that feel like?
It's funny. Like I'm looking back at my high school career. It seemed like, I guess this is with pretty much anything. At the time, it just like dragged on and just took forever. But looking back at it now, it's like that was only 4 years. Like,
Yeah,
honestly, 4 years is not that long of a time.
No.
And this is only like
18 months.
18 months. You know? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Your
Man,
hindsight's
yeah.
always 20/20 though. Like anytime you're like,
That's next year.
anytime you, whatever.
What's going to be the saying after that? Hindsight 2030.
Gosh dang it.
Sure.
That's not the point of it. Gosh dang it.
So, yeah. So when I get a lot of free time, I'll start playing. It.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time playing a game like that when I have so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot to do
I'd
in the
only
game.
like really be able to play that game once a week,
Yeah.
and I would like to play that game more like
Every night.
like every night or something.
It is a long game. There's a lot to do.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I probably played it for 50 or 60 hours, I think.
Did you just chip away at it a little bit at a time?
I just played through the story, and then, I mean, I did all the, like, it's a classic open world,
Yeah.
like a Far Cry. Like, there's your main stories, and there's a lot of main stories, and then there's like, Marauder camps, you know, like there's enemy camps, and there's like the zombie infestation places, and then there's the hordes, which the hordes are like late game stuff. I did hardly any of them till after I'd beaten the game, but there's a ton of them to do. So,
Yeah, it looks like a fun game.
yeah, and it's not that scary. So
not that scary.
Oh, good.
you should be able to. The hordes, the first couple times you like run into a horde though, it's terrifying because like you're not equipped to fight them like at all, and they're still just there though. Like when they start chasing you and you're not by your motorcycle and you're trying to get to it, like, because they'll tear you apart within seconds if they get the horde overruns you. Like,
did you think The Last of Us was a scary? Did you ever touch The Last of Us?
I couldn't get into Last of Us.
Gosh dang it! It's so
I know,
good.
I know.
So good.
It's so
I know.
good.
And it's by Naughty Dog, and I love
Yes,
Naughty
it
Dog.
is.
and
You got to
it's-
play it. I think it's like almost like
I'm actually
borderline
gonna play it
required
again.
gaming.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna play it for my 3rd time. now.
I'll try to play it sometime. Here.
Play it on your summer break. Don't play Days Gone. Play The Last of Us.
Okay.
That's like
It's
the
so good.
staple of anybody that plays
Yeah.
video games has played The Last of Us. Probably not.
Are you a real gamer?
You
Have
haven't
you
played
played
Last of
The
Us?
Last
You're not a real
of
gamer.
You have to play it, dude.
We'll see.
It's great.
A new trailer for Chapter 2
It Chapter 2
Looks good.
came out. You
Heck
excited?
yeah,
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm so excited.
Did you finish the book?
Nah,
right?
nah,
What?
nah. I got like 200 pages.
That
into
book
it.
is like 4,000 pages.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to get back into it, but I know I won't. I don't know
Why
if I'd have to
not?
start over. I probably could just pick
Just
up
do
where I was at,
Spark
right?
Notes.
I don't want
But yeah, the
the Spark Notes for that's probably
500 pages.
Part 1 covered when they were kids, and Part 2 covers when they're adults. And the book actually
It jumps back and
goes
forth, right?
between the two of them.
Right.
Yeah, but
I want to read it more. The book. The book's good. I liked
I
it.
think the majority of the book even covers, or like, it's more focused on when they're adults and dealing with it
Oh, okay.
as
adults, then.
Like it's more
adults
like
than kids.
flashbacks to kids.
Yeah.
But the real time is when they're adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start reading it again today or something. Get back into it.
You should, because it's a really good book.
Yeah. Do you think I'd have to restart it, or do you think I could just jump back in?
It depends where you.
Like 200 pages in. I really don't want to start it over. 'Cause it's like,
You can get the audiobook too. I've gone through the audiobook 3 times. and it's
Gosh,
only
how long is that?
16.
That's got to be long.
Let's see. It is
dun, dun, dun,
loading
dun, dun,
screen.
dun, 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 dun.
It
Dun, 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 dun.
38 hours.
How long?
38 hours.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's a full-time job.
That's a really long audiobook.
Yeah, it's almost 40 hours.
Gosh. I think the longest one that I've listened to is like 14 hours, 15 hours.
I do like from what I've read of the book though, like the sense of dread it kind of it puts into you, like it's really good.
Have you read any other Stephen King book?
No,
I read a lot of them. They're
yeah,
really
that's
good.
kind of like one of your favorite guys,
Yeah,
right?
he's one of my favorite authors.
He creeps me out.
Why does he creep you out, man?
Well, just his stories, like,
They're good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're good, but it's just creepy.
I've watched some of his other adaptations though. I watched like The Shining, and then I watched the 11/22/63 miniseries.
Yeah, that was
He
that was a
hated
good-
the movie.
Yeah.
of The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
He made
did
his
his
own
own
dumb, like,
movie,
TV
which I
movie.
think was even worse.
Yeah.
Like, nobody liked it.
Yeah.
That new Pet Cemetery though.
Was that good?
No, I just I just
No.
I just
No, it's terrible.
I just have I just saw it on Walmart's shelf the other day.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
I heard it
should
was
probably
good.
Watch this one.
I heard it was fine. So
I don't
yeah,
know.
he's a good. He seems like he writes nonstop too. Like
Is he
does-
still writing?
Yeah,
he just now put a book out like a couple of months ago, I think.
What was it called?
I would have to look at it.
Okay.
But he
Well,
just released a new book like a couple months ago or something like that.
cool.
Yeah.
It's real good, man. And plus, with our job, it just makes it like I can marathon through so many books in a week. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time. Like, I drive a decent amount for work, but like sometimes I'll listen to podcasts and music, but sometimes like I can't even do podcasts. Like I just have to like listen to music. I just like don't want to think at all. And I feel like a book sometimes like to be maybe enjoyable, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes my mind is just fried. Like last night driving back, like I was so out of it.
Just a zombie
Oh yeah,
driving
like
a car.
What did you do to keep yourself awake?
I don't know.
Splash water on your face.
No, I actually didn't have to do any of that.
Stick your head out the window.
Sometimes I just like start like singing the songs like really loudly that I'm like listening to like in like a really bad voice. Like I just like screaming them. Yeah.
My wife's proven trick that works almost every time. She just rolls the window down.
That just annoys me. I can't.
Well, being
And it
annoyed
keeps
you
her
don't
awake.
want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean like if I fall asleep then the drive goes by faster.
Then I'll just wake up when I
In
get
the
there.
ditch.
Oh, I have had. I've had to take.
Wait, I feel like we can harmonize that.
Oh.
Nope, no, we can't.
Nope.
Go ahead.
I've had to take Lyft rides the
Mhm.
last couple days, and I can tell you, there's 3 different types of Lyft drivers in Spokane. at
Number
least.
1.
Men.
Number 1, there's the soccer mom, or not the soccer
Oh,
mom,
no.
the older mom that's just doing it while her kids are in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2.
There's the college student
Mhm.
that is doing it to. I think he said he was doing it to
Get drug
to
money.
just get extra money, like extra pocket
That's
money.
why everybody does it.
And number 3.
There's the old guy that is trying to start a car building business. And
So he's driving. What?
He's driving Lyft to like compensate for the. I don't know.
I think I'd
Anyways.
take the mom.
I
If I gotta pick
met
one.
Okay, Billy.
met
Yeah.
this guy. He picked me up in his Tesla.
Oh, really?
He picked me up in a Tesla.
Was it
Model
a
S.
Model S?
Yeah, it was a Model S.
Nice.
Um,
This is the flagship.
yeah, and we spent the whole 20-minute ride talking about his car business. Actually, at his business card.
At the end of it,
has-
Jesse gave him $500.
Oh, you doing a shout out here?
I'm not gonna shout it out, but you can actually like. He's building cars that are the width
Oh.
and length of like.
Wait, this guy's from Washington?
Yeah,
I've seen a bunch of his videos on YouTube.
Let me see this guy.
That's the same guy?
I think so.
What?
He's building commuter cars. He calls them commuter cars. He's building cars that are the width of like a standard motorcycle
Yeah.
and the length of your normal like automobile. If you turn it over, it shows like the schematic of like the aerodynamics
That's
and
crazy.
how everything's all.
Yeah, I've seen a
Set
bunch
up.
of those cars like on YouTube and like talking about him. I didn't know that guy was from our area.
He just picked me up, man.
I would have loved if he picked you up in one of those cars.
That
like,
would have been great.
You're gonna have to ride my lap.
So what? So is it like a 3? How many people can it hold?
4.
So it's just one after the.
Yeah.
It's like a fighter plane.
Yeah.
Like
But
the back one better face like backwards.
They're
Like,
building
like
it-
a tail gunner.
He's building
You're
it
looking
to-
like directly down to the ground. You're the bomber.
Billy, like, oh my gosh, the road.
He's building it so that they you can legally lane split and it improves
car.
like parking.
Oh, wow.
I think that would be a disaster
Parking
though. Like
ability.
honestly, I don't trust people, and at least in this town, to drive in shared lanes. Like,
He's
you know,
a
the
really nice
madness.
guy though,
oh no, I bet. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
and he works like super close to where we're at too. He
Cool.
works on Sprague. Awesome.
I mean, you don't have to name streets or anything.
Yeah. Whatever.
Cut that, Dave. Cut it. Cut it. We're in a cabin in the north.
That time, we're all alone. Cabin
Snowy day.
Yep. All right.
Mick's
anything
complaining
else,
about it being too cold in the cabin.
Can you turn the heat on?
Can you build a fire
Ah,
for me?
Way too cold in here. I'm not sweating enough.
Jeez.
It has felt better though. You guys
Yeah.
feel fine? Do you guys feel
Yeah.
fine?
I feel great.
We're
Doesn't
not-
it feel better, Landon?
It does.
I was like, I told Colby that if you complained about the temperature, I was gonna like punch you in the face.
It's not cold enough.
Cold enough, like
Landon comes in with a giant parka.
Landon, you need to buy
like
3
feather.
of these things.
I want one blowing directly in my face the entire time.
But it felt good standing in front of it. Like
Yeah.
it's putting some work in.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm a hero.
You are. We all salute you. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I feel pretty good.
Jesse, do you feel pretty good?
I'm good.
I feel pretty good too.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Even though I'm still coughing.
I feel like you're in a constant state
Yeah, like
of coughing.
It's like something about the summertime. It just makes me just feel
I
like,
feel like
death.
summer should be the best though. Like
Are you-
air's
I
fresh,
know.
Like,
Are you
winter's when
only
I
sick in the summertime?
No, I get sick in the wintertime too. I just get sick all the time. I'm pretty sure it's just seasonal allergies that just kick the
Manifest.
ever living crap out of my immune system.
I got over those. Like I had them really bad when I was younger, and then
Did you ever take like allergy shots or anything?
no, I just took like some cheap allergy medicine from Costco,
I
which
feel like
doesn't work. It doesn't.
It
work.
never works for me.
It's just I'm pretty sure they're not real. It's just
probably
like a mental
placebo,
thing.
yeah.
But I don't know. Just like it tended to like it went away. Which I've heard it goes one of two ways. Like they either you don't have them when you're young and you get them when you're older, or you have them when you're.
See, I think I had it when I was younger too, and I just thought I got a cold every
week.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That sucks.
Maybe I'll go to the doctor sometime.
Yeah, maybe. Like I have like 3 or 4 things I need to go to the doctor for, and I just keep putting it off.
Yeah, we're too young.
It's just laziness. Like I have health insurance, like but I just don't go. Like the dentist or the eye doctor. Like nah. Like
I'm good.
Yeah.
They'll be there tomorrow.
Exactly.
But will you be here tomorrow?
No one knows.
No one knows. No one knows. Okay. Well, you can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. And you can visit our website at www.hotkeyspodcast.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/podcast.hotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe on whichever platforms you use. And you can also contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.